Menu narration option is set to off.
The Magnolia Bowl, often overlooked in the pantheon of great rivalries, but this has always been fierce, and both of these teams know if they survive and advance from here, a host of opportunities lie ahead. Welcome to Vaught Hemingway Stadium, home of the Ole Miss Rebels. As we'll see, a playoff team from last year, the LSU Tigers, taking on another team from the SEC, the Ole Miss Rebels. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Rebels offense will go on the attack first. LSU really put it on the Rebels the last time these two clashed and took home all the flowers in the Magnolia Bowl.
LSU was so dominant in that game. Offensively, defensively, on special teams. It almost seemed like Ole Miss didn't even show up, so Ole Miss has got to play with more sense of urgency this time around.
Yeah, and talking to the Ole Miss guys and their staff, they're pretty upset about it. Like, this did not sit well with them. This rivalry game means something to them, and they're ready to come out here and get that taste out of their mouth and grab their flower.
They'll move the wide receiver. They'll run play action. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
This offense comes out clearly wanting to throw the football. Nothing good on first down with incompletion. And how about this? You've got to protect your quarterback. That is priority number one, and they give up a sack on play two.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. And he feels the heat coming and it burns him up. Another sack.
Man, you talk all week about setting the tone, quieting this crowd. Don't let him get involved. You know how you do that? Get a sack and force a punt on the first possession of the football game. That's a heck of a start for this defense.
The Rebels will punt this one away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. He gets it away from his own end zone. Makes the catch and now looking for just a little bit of daylight. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. The LSU Tigers offense will take the field for the first time. They've got the big fellas out there, a 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. Trying the left side. There he goes. Just plowing ahead. The 10. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Tigers.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. What a way to send a message. Huge play in the running game. One snap, and you've got a touchdown on the board. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the run from inside his own 5. Not a whole lot of room to operate on that return as the coverage unit was there and ready. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Out of the gun, the give to the back. Nice move to pick up yardage. At the 35, he's open. All the way out across the 45-yard line, marking out of bounds at the 46. And the Rebels, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. They'll ride the hot hand. They get him before he gets started this time and knock him down in the backfield.
Guys, you just say Magnolia Bowl, and it sounds elegant and pristine and reserved.
In Ole Miss and LSU, anything but charges of clock malfeasance, downright cheating back in the old days just to get a leg up in this rivalry game.
It feels like they've been playing this game since the Louisiana Purchase and Napoleonic Law. They've been playing it forever down south in an area of the country where sometimes it just feels like it matters more. I can't wait to see what happens today.
And I love what Reese says, like cheating. Yeah, if you're not cheating, you're not trying. And both these schools, obviously, so closely connected. Games are usually really, really good. A ton of talent on the field. Big bragging rights on the line.
The Rebels now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Looking for a man. It's Hope. Pressure coming. He's brought down, but not before he turned that into a positive play and picked up a few on the run. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws for the tight end. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. And the Rebels send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Make sure that there's not going to be a return on this one. Ball's out of bounds, and I think they'll mark it right around the 25. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Give to the running back. Now, guys, when it comes to LSU, top 5 up to this point is really good. It's staying there as we get closer to the playoff that becomes a huge challenge.
They just need to focus on winning right now. They're in position as a top 5 team to reach the college football playoff, but you've got to keep winning, and that's got to be the mindset. And coming into today, they have to bring their...
Breaks into the open. Across the 50-yard line on the huge pickup, and he's out of bounds at the 45.
First job for the QB a lot of times. Look at those safeties. Is it man or is it zone? Nice job. You could tell right away. He saw it was zone, understood where to go with the football, and that's why this offense had a positive gain right away.
Power football with the run. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. The Tigers have their offense in high gear. Wide receiver going in motion. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front? They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Leaves it with the running back. Shakes off the defender. Turning on the Jets. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, LSU! An impressive run from the back. Gets him 6 points, good drink of water, and maybe a little oxygen.
He definitely needs some oxygen after that long run, but it looks simple, right? Just hand the ball off, but when you can make big plays like this in the run game, man, does it make offense fun.
Lining up for the PAT. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. So that was a 6-play, 75-yard drive. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. The returner will field it and try to get some field position. The coverage team maintains his discipline, not much doing on that return. Opening play of this drive comes from the 13-yard line. The give is to Williams. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going, handing the ball off.
To the air, it's Hope. And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line.
Well, that's their third sack of the game, and we knew statistically coming into this game, this was one of the top 25 units in the nation getting after the quarterback. I just love how athletic they are up front, and they are giving this offensive line headaches and nightmares up to this point of the game.
On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. He's got it along the sideline. He's loose. The tag. Touchdown, Rebels. Once he got some room, it was over.
There's usually two different thought processes when I'm backed up towards my own goal line. Run it, create more space, or take a big shot and try to make a big play. And did this offense ever make a big play? 90-plus yard touchdown. That is how you do it.
They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? He'll bring it out. It's Hill. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. The early scripts have work trying to add to this 14-7 lead. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Quickly complete. Out to the 32-yard line before he goes out of bounds, and that's the way to give a little start to the drive. They'll snap this one from the 32. It's first down. Might be calling a hot route. Wants to go up top on first down. Makes the grab. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. LSU right back to the line. Looking for a chunk play on 2nd and short. And the pressure is going to get to him, and down he goes, and that's how the first quarter will end. Guys, LSU has the lead here. 1 period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. LSU will bring the punt team on the field. They'll have to boot it away for the first time tonight. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. From the gun to give, looking for room. He has the first and still on his feet. Across the 50 and knocked out of bounds at the 48. An explosive play gets this offense working. The Rebels just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. Back to pass. It's Hope. Fires to the big fella. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. They'll go to the ground. He fought him off for a while, but that's what they mean by gang tackling.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground. That is a ball man.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. The give is to Williams. Hard running there.
Everybody on defense did such a good job on that play, leveraging the football and using the sideline to their advantage. They weren't letting him get north. They forced him east-west, got him out of bounds for a loss.
It's good. That'll bring him to within 4.
How about it? 50-plus, no problem. Big leg, nice accuracy. That's a big-time kick for this young man.
Coming out with it, it's Green. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he'd just taken a knee in the end zone. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. Here's another opportunity, Jesse, to stretch out this lead after punting last time.
I think it goes back to your playmakers, Reese. I think it's finding the guys that have been working for you earlier on in this game and getting them the football.
Yeah, and there's obviously no need to panic. I mean, think about it. You got the lead. You got the football. You got to be smart with the football, make your plays, put a good drive together.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. They'll give it to the back. This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. A big 3rd down coming, and hotty-toddy, gosh almighty, this crowd is ready. From the gun, wants to pass. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. Looks as if LSU will line up to punt it away. Might have thought he'd want to try to pick up a few yards there, but he's content with making the fair catch right around the 35-yard line. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. You want to talk about having a weapon to bail out a drive? David, that's why kickers are so important after that long field goal.
And listen, important is a relative term. We need to make longer passes and get better gains so we don't have to kick long field goals, Palmer, again on offense.
And they've got the weapons to do that, David. They just got to be able to dial those plays up. Guys have to be able to make them one-on-one, make life easier on this kicker, who is so important to this team.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now, listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
From the shotgun, they'll run it. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And, man, how many times are we going to call his name today? He has been so much fun to watch. Got a couple of sacks. Add another tackle for a loss here. He has been all over the field, and he has made some serious plays.
Turning it on! The 20! Touchdown, Ole Miss! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you pad my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short and he did the rest of the work.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Finds just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Leaves it with the back. It's the runs like that that can really help your field position as they're up at the 35. And the Tigers can really attack on this 2nd and short. Running back searching for a hole. At the 45 on its way. And they're getting it rolling with that play to the 42-yard line.
And busting big runs like this, we always talk about the running backs, but it's the big boys up front paving their lanes, those receivers gluing on those DBs that make these plays really go for big yardage.
And how about those receivers? Not just the glamour of catching passes, but doing some dirty work, too.
No doubt. When they get on those guys in the 2nd level and get on those DBs, that's when you break those big, long runs.
The Tigers come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. The give to the back. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Offense changing the play. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Pucks it out of the air. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
Well, the receiver was able to make the catch on the slant throw, and then he got north right away. He creased the defense with his speed, picking up extra yardage after catching the slant.
LSU getting set on 1st and 10. Toss to the outside. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there.
And a lot of times the defense is focused on the middle, right? Bring more big bodies in the red zone. Don't let them run the football. Offense tries to do the opposite. Get outside. Get their speedster the football. Had a little bit of success, but nice job by this defense.
Brought down, but not before he bowled his way inside the 10 to the 8. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. On 3rd and short, they'll ride the running back here. Quick timeout by the defense here, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Now on 4th down, they'll send out the field goal unit. And as a holder picks his spot, it'll be a 25-yard attempt. He splits the uprights. And the 3-ball locks us up as we get closer to the half. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Hey, fellas, here's a quick update on a top 15 clash today. Michigan is trailing right now, but let's be honest. The program that turned out Tom Brady should never be counted out of any game. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to Alabama. We will be multitasking today, boys. One eye on that game, one eye on your game. Really the only way to do it.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Finds his man. It's Williams. Good pickup, but a little bit short of the sticks.
That play was designed to go to the running back. They were hoping they were going to get man coverage, and one-on-one, that back is going to win that matchup every single time.
And the Rebels can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Looking to throw, it's Hope. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Knifing through, making the play in the backfield, and they can use a timeout and try to force them to punt. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Wants to bring it back. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. The Rebels will kick it away to start the second half. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they get him on the ground at the 20. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. It's complete. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the first down.
When you run your slant route and it's against man-to-man, one thing you know you're going to get is hit. When that wide receiver catches the football, slants don't open up wide open. Linebackers are going to be there, safeties are going to be there, so you got to be able to take that hit and hold on to that football.
And he has a solid game before the defense bottles him up.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
They'll try it over the left side. Oh, he's got some space. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the first down.
Well, he was able to gash him on that play. You just give this guy 1 inch, one little crease. He puts his foot in the ground, and he gets north fast.
LSU with the 1st and 10 here. They'll try the run. Creates a little room. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
First down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big gain.
The Tigers, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. On the ground, it's Schwab. Brought down, but not before he bowled his way inside the 10 to the 8. Operating in the red zone here on second down. The give to the back. This time the defense was ready, and they stop him in his tracks.
Listen, the offensive coordinator's best friend in the red zone is the running game. Make guys commit near the line of scrimmage so I can throw behind. This defense is good, but I'm going to challenge them. I'm going to try to be the more physical team. I love the play call. I think you keep running the football and stay physical.
Snap from the gun on third down. He caught it. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals. And with that, they've got the lead here in the second half.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
And the returner goes down.
I think that's one the kick returner is going to want to take back. That was a ball he probably should have let run through the end zone, give themselves better field position, but now they are way backed up.
Back to throw, it's Hope. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. Intercepted. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
And some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football, and he's starting to develop that. His third interception on the season, just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back end.
Looking for space. It's Schwab. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Wants to go up top. Fires to the wideout. He makes the catch. Slicing and dicing through this defense, and they've got it down to the 23.
That's a really nice job holding that pass in, and you think LSU has just been such a breeding ground in recent years for receivers. Jamar Chase, Justin Jefferson, OBJ, Jarvis Landry, they all have the ability to make a play anywhere on the field, and that's what this guy can.
Got enough space, and he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Tigers!
Man, what a nice touchdown run, and this is a team effort, right? It's got to start with the offensive line to give you that crease, and then the wide receivers start to kick in, and the running back, he handles the rest. Nice touchdown run.
And they did tack on that extra point without any adventure. They were getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. He'll bring it out. It's Harvey. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. Opening play of this drive comes from the 11. Motion from the wide receiver. They think they can impose their will here with the run to the right. Hammers ahead for a yard out to the 12.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time when you need to be able to score some points. So either get it done through the air or you've got to be more physical up front.
A little more space, open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Back to throw, it's Hope. Unloads to the wideout. Can't hold on, he had him right down the middle and he flat dropped it.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Well, nice completion there, finding the tight end. And what's so beautiful about that is while they didn't get the first, they were able to pick up enough yards now to make the third down manageable, really putting this offense in a good position.
Back in motion, try to clear the picture. He ended up losing yardage on the play, and that'll bring up fourth down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Rebels will send out the punt unit. Fourth time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. Books it all the way in, and now turns his attention upfield. And he'll work his way on the return out to the 35-yard line before he stops. They'll start this drive from their own 35-yard line. Handoff to the single running back. A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44. Guys, LSU has the lead here. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. One more quarter to play, and it might be unlikely, but hey, it's college football. Comebacks happen. They had a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on second down. They'll leave it with him. He'll be tackled at the 49 after a pickup of 5.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got a lead late. We're going to run the football, and the defense and everybody...
There he goes! Crosses the 35, out of bounds there. Nice pickup on the play, spotted at the 32.
This is when an offense really makes their money. Like when you can be a team that they know you're running the football, you know you're running the football, but you can still get little chunk plays right here. And most importantly, with the lead, keep that clock ticking.
Runs through a tackle. And he moved it slightly forward. Defense played it well. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. To the ground with the back. Past the sticks, and he may get more. Touchdown, LSU! And they take it in for 6 more points. The lead gets bigger here in the 4th quarter, and their run continues, about to go 8-0. They've extended this lead, guys, but sometimes in a rivalry game, you get down and you fight back that much harder.
Man, you've seen crazy comebacks and crazy swings of momentum in rivalry games. You just need that first thing to break your way, Palmer.
And I think it really comes down to their key playmakers, David. They can come back, but these guys need to take ownership. Now's the time. In this type of game, they have got to step up and start making plays.
Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. Don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
The Rebels with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Back to pass, it's Hope. Fires to the tight end. They'll mark him down at the 37. It's a 10-yard gain. And the Rebels want to move quickly.
I'll tell you, you cannot count this team out because of who's playing quarterback. When this
breaks into the open. And he was on his way. Gets it all the way to the 38. Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. To the air on first down. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43. The Rebels have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Grab going to the middle. It's Bradley. Hard-hitting tackle. Ball at the 31. 3rd and short coming. Defense trying to rise up. They'll try to get it through the air. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
And this defense came to play. They know about the high-profile QB. They rose to the challenge and dominated the competition today. They took care of business, and they made no doubt about who's the better football team.
They spun that wheel of fortune on 4th down and come up bankrupt. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Big reason why his team has the lead right now late is because of his performance running the football. Well over 100 yards in this game. They knew that they were going to have to really put a lot of pressure on him. He'd have to shoulder the load, and he has delivered for his offense all game long.
And he finds some solid space, makes a nice gain before the defense is able to stop him. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Tigers in a good spot here with 2nd and short. They'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground. Runs for the tackle. They make the stop right at the 30-yard line, but it's a 10-yard pickup and a first down.
Man, this offense would really like to lean on this guy in the fourth quarter, right? They've got the lead, and you just saw his ability there, breaking a tackle. He looks like he's getting stronger as the game goes on. I'd expect him to get a few more carries here before this game's over.
They go to the ground. Turning it on. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down. This offensive scoring position with a fresh set of downs. A first down run on the doorstep. Driving its way all the way down to the 3-yard line. They've got it down to the 3. Now it's 2nd and goal. They'll keep it on the ground looking for the end zone. And he gets it back to the 4-yard line. No farther than that. No gain on the play. 3rd and goal, where defensive coordinators have to make a stand. Looking for room, it's Schwab. And he's able to bounce off one tackle, but still not a whole lot of running room.
And the defense is still fighting. They haven't had the day that they dreamed of. But, you know, talking to the coaches coming to the game, like they thought they had a good plan. They'd be ready to attack and limit some of the damage this offense has done. They haven't done it today, though. They got to go back to the drawing board, figure some things out, because this wasn't a great day.
Marches ahead. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Tigers. That one pushes this lead out a little bit more here in the 4th, and now they can smell 8 straight wins.
And how about this squad, man? Looking good again. Like, I feel like we say this week in and week out, just continuing to remain undefeated. Whatever it takes, offense, defense, special teams, they have been a good unit, and that's why their ranking is so high.
Out of the end zone. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. Looking downfield, it's Hope. Caught over the middle, it's Bradley. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. From the gun, they'll try the middle. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
A deep throw as the clock winds down. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. And the Rebels line up to punt it away. He'll try to really get into this one. Fields the punt and tries to work it the other way. Makes a move. He did a great job finding some running room on that return and was able to set up the offense with good field position. Off play action on 1st down. Throws to the wideout. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but like, let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know a lot's went wrong, but like, let's live in this moment and try to be great right here to end the game.
Trying play action. He'll take a shot. And give him another 6. Grabs it for a touchdown, and the blowout continues.
And you knew this one was over already, but how about an exclamation point to go with it? Another score for this offense. They've had themselves a great day, and the stats just continue to pile up.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And with that extra point, the lead remains in the gargantuan category. Aggressive play calling on that drive. Just 2 plays, they get the long touchdown pass to pay it off. What kind of field position can he help them with on the return? And the returner will be brought down. Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. Dropping back, it's Hope. Oh, they're after him. Pass falls incomplete, and there are still 3 seconds left.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take a knee and go into...
Intercepted. Man, they just can't get anything going. The Magnolia Bowl goes to LSU as the Tigers take care of Ole Miss. Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.